Okay, this is where we start changing our approach. What we'll do, we'll grab our lemon yellow first, and when mixing with the black, I want you to fill the entire square. So I'll start just going nice open, coverage first. Being a lefty, you would have noticed that my stroke work does have a slight bias that way. That's why I try and have as much variation into the strokes as possible. I don't want a really solid block in. I want to leave a little bit of space through this too. As you can see there, we've got good coverage, but there's a lot of texture still showing through. Texture is so handy with this stuff. If you use it correctly, it will be one of your best friends. Now, black. What we'll do, very, very lightly, just start working your black up from the base. And take that to about halfway. Now to smooth out that tone, just get there and drag your lemon yellow back across. As you can see, we've now got a beautiful, deep, dirty green with hardly any effort. Very, very simple technique. Okay, you saw how easy the last lot was? Let's move on to a more warmer variant of the same thing. Exactly the same approach, just blocking your square. So we've got a good coverage, but once again leaving plenty of texture out through it. Now just grab the black and do exactly the same thing. Start from the base, lightly does it. Remember, the more pressure you put here, the deeper that green will become. For the sake of the exercise, I'll just get there and change the layers. So I'll actually have a mid-tone through the middle, and I'm just going to intensify the darker third down the bottom here. With that in place, start blending. So we've got those three variations. We've got the pure colour, very, very subtle warm green that's still dirty, and then the deeper tone. And with that square next to it, you can see just how much difference there is between the two of them and get an idea of just what's capable. It's a handy little technique to keep in mind. Black is useful when you use it with the other colours. On its own, yes, it will kill most things that you put it on. But if you use it simply to build up tone, you get some great work happening through it. Now let's play. Through this section here, I'm just going to get there and take our warm spectrum red that we started with, and I'm going to overglaze. Just using it lightly. And you can see straight away that we've now got a range of browns that we can work with. Very simple. I'll do the same over here. You can see how we've just got that slight variation once again. I might just overglaze. And you can see how easy that was. Now, how about we get there and take our phthalo blue? With the phthalo blue already having a slightly green tone to it, overlaying that on our black green, really cools things down, so it gives us the opposite end of the spectrum. This gives us a lot of punch and a lot of brown. This just knocks it right back into the distance. And replicate some of the greens that we had up here when we were using those same tones. Do the same on the lemon yellow. Soften that up. Whole other range to play with, and that really gives you an idea of what you can do when you're working in the piece. Use this as the basis of what you can actually achieve with your limited palette. Keep in mind we're only dealing with 6 colours and 2 tones. It's not like we're dealing with a multitude of colours, but what you can do if you optically mix them is quite substantial.